Some people have said my music has like a homelessness to it, a sense of homelessness, but I think it's the opposite, and maybe an abundance of homes. I remember drinking juice out of a bottle, and my dad had a cassette of Paul Simon's Rhythm of the Saints. Well, I definitely found music through my family, that's for sure, because, I mean, Dad introduced me to Neil Diamond, Paul Simon, John Denver. Mom introduced me to Joni Mitchell, Jackson Brown, Fleetwood Mac. I mean, those were the bands I loved. Yeah, I still love them. I bought a record called 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours, and I was so into those records, that Lookout Records, which released those early Green Day records. Mom would give me $5 for chores at the end of the week, and then after a couple of weeks and I had a fistful of money, I put it in an envelope with Lookout Records address on it and a note that says, "Give me anything," you know? And I was obsessed. I was totally obsessed. And I sent in a song recently, "You're giving me head on my bed," which in the story, I wasn't actually in the story, but it's a story about two young boys in Ohio who I guess were kind of persecuted in their town, and they're in love, and every time I brought up the meaning of that song, or people got into the details, they thought it was hilarious. I'm like, it's not a joke, Sexuality in folk music rarely exists unless it's comedic. There were moments back in Michigan that I felt like I was digging myself a hole, probably not behaving the way I wanted to behave, not focusing on doing something good for myself in the long term. And what are my enablers? It's how comfortable I am. And so I said, cut it, get out of town. I gave everything away, my books, CDs, everything. I'm gonna start living that life that I thought about when I was a little kid. And that's it. Went on my first tour when I was 18, and I haven't stopped, really. I booked on MySpace a tour for myself and 4 other friends, and we got into a Honda Civic, the 5 of us, 23 shows in 21 days. I just do it absolutely for myself, and I think the writing more and more every year just totally reflects that, I think. And to a point, some of this new stuff is, I personally don't think it sounds like anyone else. Yeah. And I hope that's true.